The Limoncella podcast? What, do I listen through a straw? I'm getting convulsions listening to this nonsense. It's horrible.
Hey! Shut up!
Oh, shit. I'm Arif Tykes. This is the latest news. MP William Grove has been caught making false expense claims after he used office funds to buy a Down syndrome dog. I caught up with Grove outside Westminster.
Mr. Grove, is it true you fudged your office balance sheet to acquire the dog? Were you aware of the receipt sent to the Sunday Times? Are you going to apologise, Mr. Grove? Mr. Grove, why are you walking away? Mr. Grove,
Look, I need a shit, alright? I need a shit, let me go.
3 teenagers will appear in court after being accused of stealing the Runcorn Bridge. The Silver Jubilee Bridge, as it's formerly known, has been missing since Tuesday evening. Judge Bennett says the trio have 48 hours to confess and has encouraged them to reveal where they are hiding the iconic crossing. Esther McVeigh says she will not apologise to Parliament after forcing infants to read the works of Ayn Rand. McVeigh was on a visit to Warbury Community School, where she burnt copies of Tales for Little Rebels and took a slash on a newly planted rockery.
I believe in freedom of expression, and I don't want the state getting involved.
What about the parents who protested outside the school? Shouldn't they decide what's best for their children?
I believe I know what's best for their children at that age.
Sport now, here's Heathrow Airport.
And Woverley Athletic returned to the top of the league after a 1-0 victory over rivals Lebbets and Farnley. Here's the winning goal described by commentator Sean Hustis, who it transpired suffered a stroke in the build-up of the goal.
Lake to Renitidine, good ball to Golden Graham, plenty of support in the...
Golf, and R. Kelly put sexual abuse allegations behind him to shoot a round of 72 in the Doha Invitation Classic, beating Ian Woosnam with a 5-iron. The singer performed his new single Fake Ass Bitch on top of the picnic.
Mr. Maxwell, great to hear your voice. Stephen Stork here from Going Forward. Currently in the Lakes to meet with yet another prospective client, and I just wanted to once again touch base with you regarding the late payment of my expenses. Listen, I understand the red tape that you guys in the finance team have to wade through in order to pay for my morning Americano, but it's been over a month now, and your PA's claim that I didn't staple together the receipt and the claim form are what I like to call made up. It's with a heavy heart that I say this, Mr. Maxwell, but you have until Wednesday, and if I'm still owed the $24.99 that are rightfully due, then I'm going to have to instruct our departmental admin to remove all the hyperlinks from the landing page of your website. Give me a call as a P so that we can patch things up over a caramel cough, though this time I'd have to absolutely insist that it was you guys who paid for the coffee up front. Alright, catch me when you come. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Cheers.
Hey, I'm Mark Olson, here with Pete Orange and his micro apartment in the Chicago Loop. Pete, these homes are gaining incredible traction in the rental market, with space increasingly at a premium. So take us through this apartment, please.
Well, as you can see, this is a living area, but if we pull this paper wall across, it becomes a bedroom in case you have guests over, and there's a secret compartment to this wall, which when I pull down, becomes a bed.
That's excellent.
Yeah, and if you pull this rod in it, it creates a second bed on top, if you have more than one guest over.
What about this? It looks like a shelving unit.
Yeah, it is a shelving unit, but if you flip it around, you can just level that down and it becomes a bed.
Right, is that for more guests?
Yeah, and the great thing is, if we go to the other side of the wall, this is a coffee table, but if, say, you're having guests around...
Does it turn into a bed?
It extends into a full dining table.
Oh, that's great, so you can serve a full dinner on it and socialise?
Yeah, and then if you flip it around, it becomes a bed.
Right, okay, let's move away from the living spaces into the bathroom.
Okay.
Now, that looks like a shower.
No, it's a bed.
Right. What about the toilet? Is that a bed?
What? No. God, no.
Right, sorry, it's just because.
No, wait, it is. If you flush the chain, a bed inflates out, and you've got yourself a great night's sleep.
Okay, let's finally move to the kitchen.
Ideal for guests that won't.
Yep, and it doesn't look like there's anything here.
No, this is a living room, but if you slide the wall across...
Still nothing.
Yes, but if you press the compartments, they'll open.
Can I just stop you there? Is there a bed behind any of these compartments?
No.
And there's definitely no bed in this room?
No.
And you promise?
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm opening now, and there's an oven, a dishwasher there, and a microwave.
Okay, and you realise that these are all beds we're looking at right now?
Yes, but they turn into ovens and dishwashers, as you can see.
Yeah, they do. Alright, well, Pete, thanks for inviting us. I noticed there's a viewing platform outside. Can that also be used as a platform to throw myself out?
Yes, it has that possibility, of course. But the platform also converts into a bed.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, hi.
I've come about my obsession with,
That's quite all right, sir. Perhaps wait until you're with Mr. Doctor before you disclose anything.
Sorry,
That's okay, Mr.
Fox.
Mr. Fox. Ah, yes. We know all about you, Mr. Fox. Take a seat and Doctor will call your name in 7 seconds.
Thank you.
Mr. Fox?
Yes?
I'm Doctor. Would you like to come this way?
Do I have a choice?
Yes, one always has a choice, yes.
Great.
Now, what are we here to talk about Mr. Fox? Mr. Fox,
Yes?
do you intend to sit outside for the entirety of your appointment?
Do I have a choice?
Well, once again, you do.
Great.
But Mr. Fox, how are we supposed to get better if we don't talk about our problems?
I don't know, Doctor. You're the doctor.
Yes, that's right, Mr. Fox. And you know what we doctors do with disobedient foxes, don't you? Cheryl, are you recording this?
Yes, I am.
Well, could you kindly stop?
Now?
Yes.
So, do you understand the terms?
Yes, you have a sealed envelope. Inside is a sentence which resolves the entire issue of Brexit, satisfying all concerned. If it does, then I will hand you £10 million on behalf of the government.
That's right.
I have to say, though, are you sure a long-haul flight to Florida is the best place to do this?
Yes, I maintain that a return flight to Florida is the last place people expect us to hold talks.
Okay, well, it's unusual, but we're prepared to do what it takes.
Here it is then.
Thank you. No, that's not going to solve Brexit.
Right. Really?
Yes, it's quite a weak idea, actually.
Oh, I thought it was quite strong.
No, it's really not. I'm afraid we can't do business.
It's disappointing.
Yes. When do we land?
8 hours.
Right.
We've just took off, so...
No, of course. When's the return?
It's booked for noon Monday.
In 2 days?
Yes, GMT though.
Right.
Do you want a grape juice?
No. Yes.
Charlotte, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Listen, I know there are a lot of buttons and controls in front of you, but if you follow my instructions, by Jove, we can land this thing, okay?
Okay.
Charlotte, I need to know you're with me on this.
Yes, I'm with you.
Good. Now open Google Chrome.
Alright.
And click the 3 dots in the top right corner.
I don't see it.
Are you definitely on Google Chrome?
Yes, there's 3 horizontal lines.
Charlotte, are you sure you're not on Firefox?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Load up Chrome and click the dots.
Okay.
Now go to bookmarks from the drop-down menu.
History?
No, bookmarks. Bookmarks.
Sorry, I've got it.
Right, do you see Pirate Bay in the bookmark list?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so? Either you do or you don't.
Um...
It's got a ship icon.
Oh yeah, there's a ship and it says Forrest Gump.
Right, that's my mistake. It's a Pirate Bay link. Click it.
Okay.
Now type in the search bar Roma.
Roma?
R-O-M-A and click enter.
Okay.
Now click on the magnet and it'll open up the client.
Oh yeah, I see the magnet.
Now right click on the file name.
Where's that?
Top panel.
Right.
You sound unsure. Why are you unsure?
It says path, readme text.
That's in the bottom panel.
Oh.
I literally said top panel. You know what? I'm practically home now. Just stick the last leg on.
And now it's time for Haiku Corner with Haiku.
Haiku, haiku. Hi! Hi, it's Haiku here, and here's today's haiku, read by Peter Taylor.
Sweat drips down my shaft. No idea how this happened. Can someone please help?
Read by Peter Taylor. Haiku. Hi!
Poppies on this, poppies on that, poppies on your car and your neighbour's cat. When will this bravado stop? Can't tell the time cause there's one on the clock.
Reminiscing ain't sufficient without Poppy oven mittens. Poppy's tattooed on my head, no better tribute to the dead.
May I have a cherry scone?
Not without your puppy on.
Surely that's a fascist law.
No, it's not. Get out my store.
Poppies on this, poppies on that, poppies on your car and your neighbour's cat. When will this bravado pop? Look for the sign on the Y-bird stop.
Where's your puppy? The young man said. I like poppies on my bread.
What's the cause? Is it was? Poppies on my underdrawers.
Where's your puppy?
It fell off.
Well, that isn't good enough.
But I am the MP here.
Wave goodbye to your career.
Poppies on this, poppies on that, poppies on your car and your neighbour's cat. When is this bravado ending? Mandatory act is pending.
Is my puppy up to scratch?
Is it 18 karat class?
No, it's simply made from paper.
Then you are a scummy traitor.
Can't I pray with dignity?
No, it's not 1993. If your bluster isn't hefty, you must be a loony lefty.
Poppies on this, poppies on that, poppies on your car and your neighbour's cat. When is this bravado final? One on top of every pylon.
Careful how you lay that wreath. The Daily Mail will have a beef. If you bow at the wrong angle, there will be a bitter wrangle.
Uncle Bobby's got his poppy, hasn't got one on his doggy. He'll be barking German next, putting down low praise of X.
Poppies on the ground, poppies in the sky, dropping from the plane on the old lay-by. When will this bravado stop? Can't tell the time on the town hall clock. Poppies on this, poppies on that, poppies on your car and your neighbour's cat. When will this bravado stop? When it's on McLean's football top.
I'm German Fisher. Here is a general synopsis. Strong thrusts expected as horny archer meets starling's arse. Fish face expected to rise before early Christ. Disorderly Andrew turning psychotic at 5. Malin, northwest, high in iron. Andy Crane, found, compressed in vacuum storage bag. Viking, 4 or 5, 6 at first, double 12, bull. McDonald's apple pie, lodged in cavity wall, close to Dogger Bank. Arching goat increasing in size, but caught in firm ankle lock. Churchill's elbow discovered in Nick Knowles' concrete mixer. Pharaohs, vigilance advised. Green Party campaign bus wedged on Rockall. Precarious grommet, losing identity. Cellos playing at 200 BPM. Finally, Biscay and Dud Subutio's gone up in flames. Can't count on Noddy Holder. Sideburn caught in mesh protective fireguard.
The Limoncella Podcast. 5-star entertainment and a 2-star travel lodge. Now go to sleep.